am so excited about this panel. We have a great subject and something that we all ladies need to talk about. But before I announce the subject and the topic, I want to introduce my panelists. The first is Lisa King. She's also known as the Fulfilled Pharmacist. How's that name? She's a respected figure in the pharmaceutical world and known for her expertise and dedication to helping others. Lisa King. Are you ladies ready?
Yes.
Okay, I'm so excited about this
Definitely.
subject because a lot of us don't like to talk about this. The M word. Do you know what that is? Menopause. It sounds like a bad word. For me, it felt like a bad word when Dr. Melinda Silva here told me I was in menopause. I literally cried. So we're going to be talking about menopause right now, all right? I'm going to ask them a bunch of questions, and hopefully their answers and their experiences can help all of you. All right, Lisa,
Yes.
let's talk about menopause.
Yes, let's get started.
What was the first symptom that you experienced, and how did you know?
Well, I was just thrown right into menopause because I actually had a hysterectomy. So I was 49 when I had my hysterectomy, and I was bleeding for, I would say, 6 months to almost a year before that. And I kept telling my doctor, you know, I'm bleeding. She kept saying, oh, you know what, that's normal. That's just part of, you know, you're about to go into menopause. Then I went to the doctor one day and they said, oh, you know what, you actually have a fibroid the size of a grapefruit, so we need to remove it. And she suggested a full-on hysterectomy, and I honestly didn't know what it meant. She told me that there would be hot flashes and mood swings, and that was it, and weight gain. And so I just was thrown right into menopause.
And that's really scary when you hear those words, huh?
Yes, because honestly, even as a health professional, I really honestly did not even know what menopause really was. I didn't know anything about perimenopause. Nobody was really even speaking about it 10 years ago. The average age of menopause for women is 51, but those premenopausal symptoms can start 10 years earlier, and for you it was even younger, Risa. And we just think in our minds that, you know, when you hear menopause, you think hot flashes, you think those mood swings, but for me, it was the complete opposite. After I had the hysterectomy, I felt nothing. I felt completely empty inside. So, you know, you think about, oh, you hear those little see the cartoons with women having, you know, mood swings and a fit, but I was driving home from school one day with my son. My children are very spread in age. And I was just looking out the window I feel absolutely nothing. And I knew I needed to really talk to my doctor about doing something about that and getting on some hormonal therapy. And that's another thing, that so many women try to go a more natural route, and you really have to listen to your body. There's no badge of honor to do it naturally. If you need to go on hormonal therapy, HRT, bioidentical hormonal therapy, listen to your body, speak to your doctor about what is right for you. For myself, one of the reasons why I wanted to go a more natural route initially was because my mom and my sister are both breast cancer survivors. So I really didn't want to have any extra estrogen. But what my doctor explained to me was that estrogen is actually very protective for cognitive health, for cardiac health. So having a little bit would be very beneficial for me, not only for the mood swings, but just for disease prevention in the future. So what I use is actually a cream, which is, I have an estrogen cream and then a testosterone cream. And with the cream, I can really adjust the dose quite a bit. So I use just the minimal amount that I need to in order to get through the symptoms that I was experiencing. As a pharmacist, I was working 12-hour days, and you know, when you're up all night long and then having to go to work for 12 hours, it just wasn't a very good mix. Magnesium is really helpful orally and topically, so it's a very great way to help with that symptom of menopause.
Lisa, are you taking supplements for your sleep? Like magnesium supplements, a cream?
Yes, I do. I use magnesium, I do melatonin, and also do the magnesium lotion at times. So that's a really, really good combination for me. In this era of menopause, I love my supplements. They've been very helpful for me with many different facets of health.
So we obviously live in a different time than our mothers live. So our mothers didn't really talk much about menopause. What have you both done to educate yourself?
Well, for myself, it was funny. When I woke up from the hysterectomy, I almost felt like I was in this new era. Like, now's the time that I really need to take control of my health. This is a new journey for me. And so I started listening to podcasts, reading books. I also studied herbalism. And the herbalism perspective on menopause is really that it is this new chapter of life. We're not having child rearing anymore. So even aside from health, it's this new experience that we can really take care of ourselves because we don't have to raise children. We can start that new job or start a new business or whatever it may be. So that was really helpful for me as well.
So there's another symptom, and it's weight gain. And oftentimes we think that we are gaining fat. But Lisa here has some really important information to share about what that weight gain may actually be.
Yes. For myself especially, I know so many women at this stage, whether you're in perimenopause, menopause, you just don't feel like yourself. You just don't feel like the person that you used to be. And there is that weight gain. And for me, it came as a huge surprise because when I was younger, and I know Risa's really into fitness as well, I was very good at calorie restriction. I could lose weight all the time, but for me, it was inflammation. And that's another thing. I just really suggest to listen to your body because longer fasting, harder exercise can increase cortisol and cause inflammation in the body. I also did DNA testing and I learned that I was gluten and lactose intolerant. I kind of knew that I was gluten intolerant, but the lactose was a big surprise for me. And so many women of this age were encouraged to have more protein in order to build muscle. But I was having so much Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, things like that, and that was causing inflammation in my body. And so I was gaining more and more weight. So I really just want to encourage you to really listen to your body and not, if something worked for your friend, you know, maybe a keto diet that's meat and cheese, and it's not working for you, take a little deeper dive. Really listen to your body. Is this dairy really working for me? So it could be inflammation as well, and that can lead to brain fog. A lot of the symptoms of menopause, the poor sleep. I really think even to get a second opinion. I know in my own doctor's office, I'm turning 60 tomorrow.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
She looks amazing. I didn't
my
know
gosh.
that.
Yes, I was seeing the nurse practitioner, and she was saying to me, you know, you're turning 60, you really need to get off of hormonal therapy right now. And everything that I was reading and for what knowledge I had for myself as a health professional was really encouraging women to use bioidentical hormone therapy for that cognitive health, for cardiovascular health, for so many reasons. So I thought, you know, I really need to speak to my doctor, get a second opinion, and she agreed. And that's when we came up with using the cream, which works for my situation, having a mom and sister both being breast cancer survivors. So I really encourage a second opinion if what the doctor's telling you is not really resonating with you.
All right, so what advice would you both give ladies who may be entering this phase?
Honestly, I would just say really be kind to yourself, be gentle to yourself, listen to your body. I see it all the time. I do a lot of things online, and I see women fasting longer and longer. They go from a 16-hour fast to an 18 to 20 to down to 1 meal a day, to exercising nonstop, to try to lose weight, to feel like themselves again. And it's increasing this cortisol. It's not working. So I really just encourage women to listen to your body, be kind to yourself, and get that expert opinion.
Yes, I love it.
exactly.
I love it.
Wasn't this a great topic, ladies? If you learned something, I want to hear you scream. Did you learn something?
Yeah. Lisa King, please make your way to the stage.